What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are having a great weekend or week or whenever you're watching this. I wanted to take this moment to kind of share a little bit more about myself, especially for all of you who are new to my channel. And by the way, I'm so glad you're here, and it's really nice to meet you guys. So let me properly introduce myself. My name is Jessica. I have been working in the forensic discipline for over 11 years now, and it's been one hell of a journey. I'm both a crime scene investigator and a latent print examiner. Now, you might be asking, what does that actually mean? It sounds really fancy, but what does the job entail? Well, let me break it down. As a CSI, it's a little bit like TV, but mostly not. My role is to respond to crime scenes where I document the scene, I collect evidence, and that means any type of physical evidence like firearms, cartridge cases, cell phone, clothing, etc., etc., etc. It also means swabbing areas or items for DNA like blood or saliva or sometimes other bodily fluids. I also process areas for latent prints, which is when you see someone using a brush to apply black powder and a print may or may not appear. And once I'm back at the lab, I'm responsible for booking all of the items that I've collected. Now, the other area that I specialize in is latent print examination. So remember those prints that we talked about that are collected from a scene? Well, they actually have to be compared. First, they get run through AFIS, which is a giant computer database of fingerprints, and AFIS will provide a candidate list. It actually doesn't provide the actual identification. That role actually falls on me. So what I do is I compare the known exemplar to the unknown that was collected from the scene, and from there I will render a conclusion. Now, over the years, I've processed hundreds of crime scenes and completed dozens and dozens of comparisons. But the one thing that I'm most proud of is actually being a trainer. I've been involved in training at my workplace, at conferences where I present workshops and lectures to other examiners from across the country. I just love sharing the things that I've learned over the years, and I love it so much that in 2023, I decided to take that passion one step further, and I launched my own business, which is Finer Points Forensics. And through this platform, I share everything that I've learned with all of you guys. I really believe in making knowledge accessible to everyone and anyone, anytime. So I host online webinars. I offer in-person trainings as well. So if you're interested or you work with a department that would like to host a training, don't hesitate to reach out. So aside from forensics, I also have a passion for coffee. Maybe it's more than just a passion at this point. I think it's fair to say it's probably an obsession. I love trying new beans from different regions, different processes, different roasts. I mostly enjoy filter coffee, but lately I've been really getting into the world of espresso, which is a total rabbit hole. I also practice martial arts. I wish I could have started when I was younger, but I didn't really pick it up until I was in my 20s. I started out doing some traditional Chinese martial arts, then boxing, and for the last couple of years, I've actually been practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's extremely challenging, but an absolutely fun experience, and I highly recommend it for anybody who may be thinking of trying it out. I also love to travel. I think there's something fascinating about learning, about all the places that I visit. Each country, each city has something that is so uniquely its own, and it's so much fun figuring that out and discovering that about the city. So that's about it for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I really hope you're able to take something away from my channel, whether you're a seasoned examiner, have a passion for forensics, or are just interested in learning something new. Leave a comment down below with what part of forensics you're interested in. I really love to hear from you. And don't forget to check out these videos if you haven't watched them already. Hit that like button if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you guys at the next one.